All right, I made a video earlier, but it was some audio issues at the end. But I'm gonna go ahead on and reshare my thoughts, man. I love the pick. I'm ecstatic about the pick. I think Tyler Shough got a weapon. We're gonna be slinging that pill around. I'm liking this new regime from the Saints, man. We going to get playmakers. Now, when it came down to the draft, I wanted Downs or Jordan from the get-go. Like, those was my two for sure guys I wanted. Downs, I really liked him because he was the safe pick. He was a pick that we needed. He was a pick that, you know, I felt like had no negatives about him. Jordan Tyson, the only negatives, of course, the injuries. Like, you know, I don't care how he got the injury. I don't care what type of injury it was. The fact of the matter is he missed time. And when it comes to Saints fans in the draft, man, we traumatized by players with injuries, you know? Like, we traumatized by players that, you know, can't stay on the field. And we get them high in the first round. Need I had to remind you, Trevor Penning? Do I have to remind you about Peyton Turner? Do I have to remind you about Marcus Davenport? Now, the difference between these guys and Jordan Tyson is expected to be good. Like, it's players that actually had production in college, and you ain't got to Google and, you know, YouTube his highlights. You already know what's up with him. So that's the difference. But he got to come and produce. Like, he was showing a whole lot of emotion, crying, had spit coming from his jaw, fell down to his knees. Like, I'm liking that because now you got to go out there and prove everybody wrong that, you know, all these injuries that you had was a fluke. And, you know, you a person that a team can depend on. You solid. You know? Now, I do think the recency of Olave with his concussions, you know, a lot of people kind of feel like he's frail, and I do think the recency of Michael Thomas with his injuries kind of traumatizing Saints fans too, you know, because the whole thing with Michael Thomas, like, that took a lot out the Saints fan base, and people were just sick of it. So the thing with Jordan Tyson, tremendous ability. He just got to come in the dome and produce. It feels good to have a weapon on both sides of the field. We got Olave. He a route runner, smooth as butter. We got Jordan Tyson. He gonna be that 1A, do everything you need. And then we got Vele underneath sneaking niggas. Which, damn, we could do you some trench work. We could fly by you. You know, we could hit you with the intermediate. We could do everything. You know? And we got HA in the backfield. I'm liking what we doing. Now we gotta see what we're gonna do with 42. Should we trade up? Should we trade down? Who that? We out here.